it!
Trying to make me a fur. One of Kalo's pet cats. Time to make me a fur coat.
How good of you to join me. We need to speak quickly. I doubt I'll remain. This projection, a simple spell. Nothing to it, really. But that's not what I want to discuss. I'm hiding, that's the thing. Kalo's probably me.
Interesting. I'm Prefect Kalo, commander of the Cygnus Irregulars. And you're that outsider working with the Khajiit militia. I expected you. It's elementary. I pay attention to every significant event that occurs in the region. Comes with my job description. I have agents. I'm an Imperial without an Emperor. My cohort was assigned to accompany Euraxia on a fact-finding mission. She turned it into a conquest. I refused to direct order. Wouldn't give Solinia my soldiers or my file on the last dragon. I'm a reasonable man. I have no great love for this land, but neither do I want to see it destroyed. Dragons will conquer Rimmon? Euraxia was sent on Imperial business. It was complicated. Look, our quick... I see you found the report. Now we can continue our conversation without being separated by those inconvenient bars.
Ah, there you are. And I see you've captured Prefect Kalo. I presume he surrendered without a fight?
Don't look so shocked. My Irregulars are very good at what they do. It was simple enough for them to sneak in. As I said, we were never willing participants in Iraq. The dragons won't stop after they kill or subjugate the Khajiit. We're in as much danger as everyone else. Grand Chancellor, I propose that you get Garesh Ri to pardon the Cygnus Irregulars so we can form an alliance.
An alliance? Interesting. Comrades would be helpful in the battles to come. I'll return to Rimmon, plead Kalo's case, and send someone to help you. Meanwhile, I suggest you start your search for the shrine at the Stitches.
Have you heard about the dragon sightings in Elsewhere? Multiple dragons. Dark moons. One dragon is bad enough.
Tarn sent Samarak to assist you against the Euraxian officers Saulinia and her assassins. The locals say that a group matching their description. Saulinia. The assassin who murdered King Hemakar and Queen Numara. No. Zamarak was guarding Kamira that day. We were far. The Scar can be a treacherous place, Five Claw. Even without the addition, the Scar was carved across the face of an Equina in the ancient past. Some say Kunzari is responsible. Others, that Alkosh himself marked the land with his claws. Things live. The Scar can be... It's one of the assassins. They must have passed this way. More bodies. The hired guides. Saulinia's work, Samarak thinks. Look, there is a door behind these stones. Is this the place we seek? That door. Not even all of Zamarak's strength and training can budge him. The pedestal maintains the magical barrier, but the assassins, they stalk the southern passages. Whatever has been hiding behind that door for all these years can wait a little longer. The assassins, that came from the south. We must hurry, Five Claw. Traps. They've stopped some of the assassins, but not all of them. We must be wary.
Couldn't find an Alfiq in Alabaster, Euraxian dolt.
of the Dragon Guard. We're running out of time. Another maze. We must find a way to the other side.
Once I select a target, it always dies.
I trained to fight dragons. This isn't going to end the way you expect.
Now, Dragon Guard, you and your order die. Oh, good. More blood.
I refuse to die.
Thank you, Five Claw. With Saulinia dead, maybe the royal family. Zamorak. There was a heaviness on Zamorak's soul. Yes. But Zamorak believed his previous life of violence caused those deaths. His studies and meditations told him this. You are right, Five Claw. Violence ended the life Zamorak knew.
Damn assassin. She knew her stuff. I saw. I know. The last. I didn't think so. Take my ring.
May Kenarthi guide you to the sands behind the stars. Below. That looks like Prefect Kalo. What is he doing here?
Ah, there you are. We came as soon as we could. Both dead? Saulinia deserved it. The Cygnus Irregulars are on probation. For now. Once Queen Chimera sees us in a dragon horn, like the one...
The barrier has fallen. Let us see what awaits within.
Are these the remains of the Dragon Guard? Books and scrolls. I knew it. Knowledge is power, my friend. You'll see.
Such a small thing when compared to the dragons. Still, we should take it to Rimmon, yes?
I want to take another look at these books. We'll meet you back in Rimmon.
Zamorak will linger as well, to make sure the Imperials find their way back.
Ooh, my fur ripples in happiness. Euraxia, the horror you suffer is deplorable.
It's happening again. I see a dragon.
Cadwell? Cadwell? What was that about a dragon? Ah, there you are. See to Cadwell, if you would. Then join us in the
Hello?
throne room for the
Is someone there? I appear to be back in my head. Well, my other head. The other head. I saw that nasty orc necromancer, Zumog Fool. He really is at a spin-off. Well, yes, I did. Seems the ears are as connected as the eyes. They talked about. My memory returns in dribs and drabs, but I'm not sure. Not a clue. But I know one way.
The archives were extremely helpful once I found the appropriate documents.
Our moon singers and moon priests have always paid particular attention to detail. What did you learn?
Tharn found documents regarding an ancient agreement with the Dragon Guard. They apparently provided a weapon to use against the dragons.
This relates to the legends of Kunsari and Queen Anequina, yes?
Pardon the interruption, Queen Chimera, but that sounds like the dragon horn we found. That dragon guard didn't survive, but he gave us the Anequina dragon horn.
So this alliance I reluctantly agreed to has borne fruit.
The Cygnus Irregulars assisted, but your agent did the important work.
A weapon from the Dragon Guard. Interesting. Come, Fiveclaw. I want to hear your report. Agreeing to an alliance with Imperials. At least it appears this So that is the Dragon Horn. It is much smaller than I thought it would be, and it... agreeing to an alliance. So that is the Dragonhorn. It... Agreeing to an... So... Euraxia Horn. I know how a horn works, Cadwell. Abner Tarn checks on Cadwell regularly. Finds them a little. Anequina is the name of our... Legends and myths make up a great part of who we are, Five Claw. No. Kunzar, from the ancient order of the Dragon Guard.
Nakiri has traveled to many...
Hold, varlet! Don't you dare attach that foot to my ankle.
This is Cadwell's longest episode yet. Perhaps I can...
That's it! Time to give you knaves what for.
Bizarre
Who's there?
visions.
Speak up! I'm about to teach these raps. Jolly good. I could use a noble squire for the battle ahead. I'm not entirely certain it's definitely a dark menace. I'm off to put a stop to these dastardly villains.
Tarn, can you determine where Cadwell disappeared to?
Of all the foolish, idiotic, misguided... I'm no expert on necromancy, but it's obvious that our Cadwell is the last piece Zumog Foom needs to restore the betrayer. Does a soul shriven have a soul? I have no idea how the philosophy of oblivion accounts for such things, but there must be some kernel of the original Cadwell. I managed to scry Cadwell's portal before it winked out. It connected... you took your time. Let's talk. Travel never used to take this much out of me. Oh well. The adept and the prefect volunteered to scout. Something has prevented them from returning. I can only... Don't be a fool. Our first priority... Cadwell.
I'm afraid I bungled this one. I opened a portal. Meant to put the villainous Zumog Foon to the sword. The big cat and the Imperial. They arrived shortly after I did. Charge me up again? Capital idea, and I agree. We can't let the betrayer join the dragons.
I'll delay Zumog Foom's ritual as long as I can. You take Cadwell and see if you can recover his stolen energy.
Ah, good old Abner. The nastier he treats you, the more you know he loves you.
You left us to die, Kalo.
Our blood is on your hands.
No! I won't allow you to interfere with the ritual! It's from your foes!
That glowing cloud. It's holding this ritual together.
How refreshing. Let's find the rest of me and put it back where it belongs.
You were never strong enough, Zamorak. I died because you were weak.
Praying to the moons won't save you, cat.
Just more fuel for the ritual.
Zamorak failed. Again.
Ah, welcome back, little energy. I missed you so.
You're a senile old fool, half-brother. How could you be so reckless? The dragons are your fault!
Your past will destroy you, Abner Tharn.
Get rid of that damn cloud!
Oh, that hits the spot. Did you know I used to be a High Chancellor? No, wait, no, that...
Five Claw. This one doesn't have much time. Nalado should not be here. This one should be prowling the sand behind the star. Zumog Foom called Nalado back. He planned to use her in a foul ritual. But dead or no, Nalado is still. Nalado thought the cloud of energy reminded her of the strange night adorned in cookware. This one thinks, return it. Perhaps, though that will certainly shred this spirit form. No matter, Nalado no longer belongs in this realm. Tell...
You really think you can stop me? Neither you nor that bumbling corpse stand a chance!
I never... I'll have you know, I'm very water canal on my mother's side. Let the essence of death flow! Two of you can't exist in the same reality, soul shriven! The stronger the betrayer becomes, the weaker you will grow! Your life is mine, outsider! I'm fading away. Oh, jolly good show. Of course I planned to deal with the orc myself once my reanimation was complete. Now that I'm whole, I have a destiny to fulfill. So, cheerio. I always heard that introspection could be difficult. I don't think the world can handle more than one Cadwell at a time. Finish what I started a long, long time ago. I remember how we stopped the dragon. Carl Grunthe'd ordered his brothers to follow suit. Once I'm still here. Chimera, she looks like an Equida. So pretty. An Equida possessed a key to a special place. I guess you have to chop him up again. Tell Chimera she has the key. And look out for honor.
Nequina was a moon priest. Could that be the key to using the dragon horn?
The same notion occurred to me, Queen Chimera.
Wait, here comes Tarn and the others. I am happy to see you and the others, Five Claw, and I'm eager. That does not bode well. The betrayer of Kunzari was a great hero who became a terrible villain. It took all the remaining champions and the Moon Priest a special place. That does not give us a lot of The ancient legends. I have been studying them. They mention Jode's core, a vault of some kind. Everyone, meet in the royal study. I have something to show you. Cadwell spoke of an Equina, one of Kunzari's champions. He mentioned a key. I think he meant my pendant.
Zamorak remembers. Your mother wore it before you. Does it have more than sentimental significance?
It hides me from magical detection. Mother would take my pendant in her hand and whisper, "When Kunzari smiled, an Equina asked the moons to move for him."
The Shadow Dance Temple ruins? Is that where the betrayer has gone?
I discovered as a young girl that the pendant and this ancient map interact in interesting ways. I learned the stories of Kunzari from my mother. Did I tell you she was a moon singer before she married my father? She's an ancient ruin. The place was once the Shadow Dance Temple, but now it is nothing but tumbled stones. Still, Cadwell indicated the pendant was the key to finding the betrayer. Yes, from Kunzari's story. He tricked the demons into giving him their power. Then Anequina moved the moon so he could store the power in Jode's core for safekeeping. In their weakened state, Kunzari was able to trick the dragons and trap them in the halls of... I think you are right, Five Claw. The betrayer must want, as we saw on the map, the ruins...
Chimera's waiting for you inside. If the dragon circling overhead spots us, I'll try to drive it.
Zamorak will assist.
Yes, I'm sure your fists will make all the difference.
If there is more to this ancient temple, I do not see a way to access it. This is the right place. I can sense it. But nothing in this chamber looks like it can make the moons move. And Riddlethar knows I have tried everything I can think of. I held it out. I presented it forcefully. I even shook it vigorously. My memories and the Kunzari stories, everything jumbles together. Too much research has crowded my mind. When Anequina's blood calls, the Shadow Dance begins.
By the moons, you open the path.
You go ahead. Zamorak and I will deal with the dragon outside. Somehow.
Moons. Beautiful. Why was this hidden for so long? This place has guardians, it seems. But they could not stop the betrayer. That relic. See what you can make with it.
Why are you doing this?
I want what Kunzari hid away, and I need to move the moons to reach it. If you can't die, what are you?
You're insane.
You took your new god.
Another temple relic. Activated. 5.
a shame how Enequina's faithful keep throwing themselves at my blade. Almost.
Temple relic. There it is. Activate it, please. You need to reach the temple sanctuary. Wait, my friend. Let us talk before we confront them. The ancient memories become clearer in my mind with every passing moment. I see the truth of the myths and legends. Kunzari tricked Kalkron. Yes, he murdered Kunzari and then came to this temple to gain the power. True. But many died before they lopped off his head. We are about to enter the place where the shade of Enequina darkens with rage whenever I think about him. Even before his betrayal, she detested them.
I'm going to share the power with the dragon. Magnanimous. Good.
Something is wrong. I cannot stop the eclipse. The betrayer did something to the... No. The betrayer has set the moons in motion, and they... Not yet. This apparatus moves the moons, but the moon gate of Enequina create... Enequina's memories show me how she once used the dragon horn. The Enequina, Cadwell, John and Jode. All of it into the dragon horn.
A dip in cold. Where is the field, if you had him? I returned as soon as I could to help you give the betrayer a good... I feel tip-top, I must say. I thought it... That doesn't sound good. Let me think. I'm afraid not, at least not from here. He did...
I am all right. Cadwell, can we use your portal to return to him?
Of course, Commander.
The eclipse approaches, and with it the opening of the Moon Gate of Enequina. Gareshri has already gone to the Moon Gate of Enequina to take charge of the forces. We stopped the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion. Soon they will. Some, but not a lot. Luckily, we anticipated the connect. The combat Dragonhorn is charged, but our companions left the palace to wander Rimmon and consider what is to come. I can only tell you what I experienced. I underwent the process of attunement. The same. Some of the stories about Anequina speak of her teleporting from place to place. The ancient structure rises out of the jungle far to the southwest. The Moon Gates are among the old.
Quiet moments to meditate have been rare since Zamorak returned to Elsewhere. Zamorak suspected that would be our next destination. This one noticed, then we still have a chance. Zamorak has pledged his honor to Queen Kamira, attuned to the lunar lattice, about what you would expect. Tharm used flashy spells to confuse the dragon, until it finally gave up and flew away. Then...
Hello! Come to partake in a before-the-battle cleansing? I find it prudent to make myself the Moongate. I hope to wash away the memories of the betrayer, and some stenches can't be removed. But before I became the gallantly gaunt, soul-shriven form you see today, I was the betrayer. I originally... Yes, of course, that was my plan all along. Make up for my past atrocities by helping the nice cat people defeat the evil dragons, just like the hero I was before I became the betrayer. Tally-ho, then. I'll hit. As nice as these facilities are, I miss the boiling plasm pools of Cold Harbor. Hot enough. And your point is?
Wine used to rejuvenate me after periods of intense exertion and spellcasting. Now I can barely taste the stuff. The Moongate. A noble but futile proposition, I fear. The Khajiit should pack up and flee while they still can. Let the Alliance armies deal with this. Show them some fights are more important than deciding whose posterior best fits the Ruby Throne. No. Just pondering other options. Too much of what we're facing was the inadvertent result of my actions or the actions of my family. Dragons, Uraxians, necromancers. Would you stand a chance otherwise? Without my arcane and strategic insights, anything you try is destined to fail. I won't have that on my conscience. Now, allow me to finish this sickeningly sweet inebriant, one last indulgence before the end. By the way, I believe I understand the purpose of the Dragonhorn. After much consideration, the use and function of the ancient instrument has become clear. Theoretical knowledge isn't the same as practical experience, but I believe I understand the fundamentals of its operation. The Dragon Guard... Oh yes, I'm fairly certain of that. And I found historical references we have neither the time nor resources to move the large relic, but the small... One problem solved then. The next is sheer age. This ancient combat horn is exceedingly fragile. I'm not sure...
quiet moments between battles. I like to spend the time catching up on my reading. History, military strategy, recipe books. My secret pleasure? I've been waiting for the order to move out. I sent most of the Cygnus Irregulars on ahead with Garish. Understood. We need to defend the Moongate and stop the dragons from using it when it opens. Queen Euraxia's tyranny made the Khajiit wary.
Oh, my fur ripples in happiness. Euraxia, the horrid usurper, is deposed.
Indeed. And an outsider stepped in to assist in that.
Doesn't seem like I left much fun.
It appears everyone has arrived.
An
Report to
eclipse
Prefect
is
Karo
an eerie
Bangkok,
sight.
while I
The moons come together and the sky grows dark. Ominous. As ready as we can be. The Khajiit, not a chance. Dragons, go join Queen Chimera. I'll take charge down here.
Zamorak will go with you.
Get those fires out and ready the ballistae. Move it, soldiers!
Time for reckless audacity and daring do.
Yuraxians. The wall has been breached.
Kill the cats and the traitors!
Up there, more Yuraxians. Here they come. Prepare yourself. More soldiers. Take them down. What? Surprise! The path is clear. We need to reach Queen Kamira. Gareshri, no! Stay with me, old master. Gareshri still breathes, but his injuries are serious. With Gareshri injured, someone else must take command of this position. Make sure the Yuraxians and the dragons encounter enough resistance to slow them. Yes, my friend. This is Zamorak's chance to finally atone for his past mistakes. Go. Now, Five Claw.
I should have fought left instead of right. Let's try that again. What an oblivion! I've got these hooligans, old trout. Let's get to Abner before the moon's completely alive.
The moons have aligned and the gate has opened. Chimera definitely gained something at the temple, but she hasn't...
See how the moons align with the ancient gate. The lattice opens a path to Jode's core. But how did you get the Dragonhorn? Garishri? Hurt? And the Euraxians behind our defenses? This is not good. Not good at all. The power, yes. But not the knowledge and experience.
It's our only chance.
No, Firefly! Not yet! Through the portal, both of you, and bring the Dragonhorn.
Chimera, wait!
Five Claw, we stand on the... From the memories I absorbed at the Shadow Dance Temple, Anequina and the Moon Priests came here to honor the moons and set them on their way. Here, on the plain of Jode, the memories become clearer with He offered a way to combine the natural...
Mulamnir, the vermin still pester us. Devour them.
As you say, my brother.
This sacred place.
Worship the gods now.
Avoid Mulamnir as best you can.
We must fight. Jode's core is close. I can feel it.
Mulamnir, Calgronteed, and Jode's core. Are you ready for this, Chimera? Calgronteed is absorbing Jode's core. As long as the moons remain aligned, the power flowing through him is unimaginable.
Get me to that platform, Tarn. I can separate the moons using the altars. You must deal with Mulamnir Fiveclaw. I will divert whatever energy I can into the Dragonhorn, but use it sparingly.
You dare to face me, morsel?
or the dragon shout will kill you!
Source! G! angry pest!
The moons. I need to finish the ritual. Joan and Jode, hear me.
The power! It belongs to me!
Separate and resume your eternal dance. Now, my friend! Down the horn!
You did it, Chimera! You ended the eclipse! But that means...
The moon gate has closed. We are trapped, yes. But Mulamnir is dead, and Kal Grontit has been defeated.
Oh, hello! You always find things on the last page.
Queen Chimera, have you been injured?
I am fine. Just tired. But look, the moons are no longer aligned. Tell me about the dragons, the Euraxians. What is the state of our forces?
Our scouts tell us that most of the Euraxians and dragons fled when the moons parted. Our own troops have not returned, but the Main has sent an envoy.
An envoy from the Main? If you'll excuse me, I have other business to attend to.
We did it, Five Claw! We put the moons back in motion. Just being on the plane of Jode clarified the memories I inherited at the Shadow Dance Temple. I saw that he did grow larger with every infusion of power he absorbed. I cannot be named queen without the Main's blessing. That, however, is my worry. For now, we have accomplished much, my friend. We overthrew the tyrant, Euraxia Tarn, defeated Zumog Foom, and the Betray. Nothing specific. Not really. I guess this sense of worry will stay with me until I... That is just it. I have no idea. I appreciate your assistance, my friend. Find out what happened to Garishri and the others, then bring... Far from it. But without Calgrontid and Mulamnir to lead them, there is little difference between myth and history for the Khajiit Five Claw. Whether Euraxia discovered the Kunzar...
It's good to see you, Five Claw. We only just returned and I have yet to report to the Queen. Chimera is alright. After I was caught in that dragon blast, Zamorak tended to my wounds and took command of... I know that I am still alive and grateful to be back in Rimmon. It's a miracle, thank them. There are those among the troops who need the healers more than I. But perhaps...
Zamorak is happy to see you, friend. After the dragons entered the Moon Gate and you followed, this one worried, just what you would expect. We held our ground against the swarming Euraxians and their necromancers. Between the Khajiiti militia and the Cygnus Irregulars, we held them off. When the moons separated, the Euraxians broke off their attack and scattered. Zamorak doesn't know for certain. We faced mostly the Euraxians on the upper ridge. Prefect Kalo commanded the Ballisti, so he could tell you more. This one does know. Zamorak hopes to serve as Queen Chimera's claw, and defend the throne as he was trained to do.
Oh, it's you. Good to see you're still among the living. I suppose you had a hand in getting the moons to finally pull apart? Hang on, it's all in my report. Our troops held their ground and fought bravely. We lost many good soldiers, Khajiiti and Imperial, but we did our duty. It was crucial to our survival. When the moons separated, the dragons broke ranks. The ones that survived Zamorak's charge lost what remained of their courage when the dragons abandoned the field of battle. They scattered like sand roaches and ran in all directions. I doubt they'll give the militia too much trouble going forward. We still have a lot to do to heal the scars left by Euraxia and her mercenaries, if that's what they need. But the Cygnus Irregulars are mostly military engineers, scouts, and trainers. We have a lot more to offer a kingdom that needs to be rebuilt than just...
can be near the Moon Gate. Do you have any idea?
This one would love to have the
Outsider.
answer to many questions.
This one must speak.
And the answer to this question in particular eludes him.
This one never expected to set foot in the capital of Nequina again. She hoped the militia would succeed, but such wonders you have accomplished, and to have touched the face of Blessed Jode. The healers. This one hopes the speaker wasn't gravely injured. As for your question, we must settle the matter of Nequina's succession. Certainly, but anyone can make such a claim. To be accepted by the Khajiit, she must be recognized. Before you return to Khamira's side, this one requests an additional favor. The Main gave Kashia a sealed letter for Abner Tharn, but he refused. The specifics concern the Tharn alone, but this one believes it deals with the artificial eclipse. No matter what caused the eclipse, Joan and Jode joined as one. When this occurs next, the Main cannot be everywhere at once. That is what the speaker and the envoys are for.
Abner, you simply must stay for the ceremony. It's not every day we get to see a lovely cat receive a crown.
Nonsense. And don't call me Abner. Besides, I think I've overstayed my welcome as far as Khamira is concerned. You and Cadwell, the two of you just can't leave well enough alone. No one was supposed to know. I am neither sentimental nor enamored of pomp and circumstance. My time in Elsewhere has shown me that I have limits. I watched firsthand as a remarkable young woman became a leader. She's already a queen. Everything else? An intriguing question. Are Khajiit born under a... We accomplished much, but I fear we haven't seen the last of Calgrontiid. I must investigate reports coming from the south. You, however, we saw no body, and there's no reason to suppose Calgrontiid couldn't escape from Jode just as we did. He absorbed...
I assure you, Kasia, my wounds are healing quite nicely.
Nevertheless, this one has asked the Outlander to stand beside Khamira, should I decide to give the Main's blessing.
Garishri told me you found them. He filled me in on what happened during the battle at the Moon Gate. Dragons and necromancers, I understand. But I am having many thoughts. But I know what I must do. Like Nequina and my other ancestors before. The woman is inscrutable. I think she just wants to see me suffer. I want you to know, I appreciate everything you have done for everyone.
The healers were able to do wonders, my friend. I almost feel like my old self again. I will secure...
Who will confirm that Khamira is the daughter of King Hemekar and the rightful heir to the throne of Nequina?
I will, as her guardian all these years, and as the Speaker of the Main. Khamira is the rightful heir. Come forth, daughter of Hemekar and Numara. Come forth, child of Nequina.
Khamira, do you accept the duties of the throne? Will you lead this kingdom and protect its people?
I do, and I will.
Know then that the Main accepts and recognizes your claim. All hail Khamira, Queen of Nequina!
I promise to serve our people. And I offer thanks to all who helped achieve our recent victories. Finally, there is one I wish to honor. One whose assistance in these matters was unprecedented and invaluable. Five Claw, my comrade and friend, please, approach the throne. Courageous Five Claw, I will make sure your deed... Then say nothing, my friend. Just know that you appeared when elsewhere needed you most. In our most desperate time of troubles, you helped restore our nation. You will always have a place here. There are still dragons to kill, and it is time for different adventures. Just what you would expect. And all hail Five Claw, whom I name Champion of Anequina!